Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the market. It's currently 4:16 p.m., June 4th, 2021, Friday, end of the week. Here we go, into the weekend, finishing up pretty good, and I hope you guys did as well. So make sure you subscribe if you're new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. You know, there's a lot to go over each day, but we just focus on what's working, what's not working, and overall this week has been one of the better weeks in trading for probably 2 or 3 months, I would say. Now, we've had better days, we've had significant moves on certain stocks, but overall this week has been a little bit more action, a little bit more movement. There was definitely choppy moments, but the early morning action has been pretty good this week. The news plays has been really good this week. And because of that, if you sat patiently, that was the word of the week, chill. If I sat chill on my hands, didn't really do much, focused on, the markets, but kept my eyes away from the garbage, avoiding trades I shouldn't be in, things like that, things work out. And that's what happened this week. So here it is. Oh boy, where'd my little screen go here? It's hidden. Here we go. Bring it up. Finished the week 247. Finished the day 247, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I'll go through the trades a little bit just to kind of give you an idea of what happened. I have a new thing where I'm keeping track of the selected news trade, so I don't forget if it's a news trade or not. So if it's a news trade, I put it in part of my watch list. It's on a different screen, so I remember whether it's a news trade or not. So this FUV I jumped in a little early on this FUV. I thought I was going to break out with, EVs were starting to get a little momentum here. I thought I was going to break out to the 1250 level, and it did not, and flushed down. That didn't work out. EH was a news play. And this was one of those ones that EH is a really tough trader and moves significantly. And if it gets going, you're going to make a massive trade. I only went in with 200 shares. And here's the news event right here. I got in near the top of this candle. I was fortunate enough to get a little move back up to that area and only lost. I actually took a smaller loss. I could have taken a deeper loss. But I really thought the news was good. And as you can see, after it came back up, look what happened. It went from 28.50 to 36.50, 36.80 high. So the news was good. It just didn't necessarily rotate fast enough for our original entry. These are 5-minute candles, so a lot can happen in 15 minutes. You can sweat it out. I guess you could have walked it to the moving average, but this was the news trade of the day. If you're able to just really get in there and hang in, because you got a nice leg up. Now, it went against you. Now, if I got in probably 20 cents earlier, it would have only gone against me maybe 10 cents or something like that, and I definitely would have still been in it. Let's see. Workhorse was a late day. I don't know. There was chatter that Workhorse was on, I don't know, I forgot where it was, like right here, and I took a small loss on that. It wasn't really a news trade because it kind of was like a tweet, but no big deal. Kodak was a quick news trade. NCTY was a little bit of a breakout that didn't work. AMC kind of late day news with all these brokers stating they can't not, or hedge funds are going after. I don't know. I'm not even going to get into the news that occurred, but it was pretty bullish for AMC at the time, and I got a little pump up here, and then it reversed down, but I got a few bucks out of it, no big deal. Facebook was a quick news event. LEDS was a quick pop through a high number at the beginning of the day. This move here, got in, got out, quick $20 or something, or $14. Tesla was a news event. I don't remember. It wasn't really a news event. It was kind of like a breakout, and news was coming out about Tesla. RCL was a news event. It was crazy because RCL was one of the better news events. And we got the news. My room got the news. It was slated in the chat area. Blah, 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 blah. Cruise openings starting in July. And the stock was right here. Just sat there. I'm looking at the screen on 2-minute and a 1-minute chart, right? I'm like, it's not moving. It's not moving. Maybe it didn't rotate. All of a sudden, rips rips to 95.50 almost, pulls back a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God, why was I in this thing at 90 or 54, right? So I was able to get a few bucks out of it on the secondary move for 32 bucks. MRNA was probably my miss of the day. Actually, the Tesla trade, I'll go over that in a second, was an early trade at the 198 pack through level. I think I got to go a 2-minute chart on this one to kind of really show you what I was looking at here. I was looking at the high, kind of like the break at this level here. It's 198.50. And I was in for 200 shares, kind of got sketched out. One from 198 to 207. So I was a little frustrating because I only got $56 out of it. That was my softness, not letting it really work, being in that mindset of selling more sooner. And, today was one of those days where you could have held on and really let it work. It was unfortunate, but so be it. MOSY. I've had some issues with this one in the past. Got this breakout through the 950 level here. Got a nice little run up and made $60 real quick. Square was probably the news trade of the day. Announcing they're making some kind of wallet for Bitcoin or something like that. Got in around this level, 84, 214.84, wherever that is, right here we'll call it. And I was in. I've had a hard time with Square in the past, so I was in and I was out. Probably sold it into this pop here. Didn't even get this pop here. Actually, I think I sold it like 215.30 or something like that. That's why I got $112, where I could have gotten a huge move on that one. It's really hard. Like I've been talking about news a lot, which is definitely my favorite way of trading right now. And you make sure you watch that video from Monday. Memorial Day Monday, if you're a U.S. citizen. It was like, I don't even remember the date. But check it out. It was like 3 or 4 days ago. It's worth watching because these are the types of plays you get. Boom, boom plays. Depending on your size, risk tolerance, everything like that. I was averaging between $20 to like $300. And, bigger size, smaller size. Like an RCL, I should have been in for a much bigger size. The Square, I could have been for 500 shares. Of course, you can have possible rejections that don't really move, but you shouldn't just get slammed too hard. And if you can get out fast enough, you won't get slammed. Then you have trades like which didn't necessarily trigger, or didn't have to necessarily take off with you, and you got to give it some time. You could always reduce your shot size and let it work. There's always a possibility of that. I don't recommend like doubling up or anything like that, but reduce your size and then let it kind of figure itself out. And if it starts rotating through all the sources, then you might get that move. And we all know how can move. And in this case, it moved up pretty well. Anyway, so news is definitely something I really think everyone should consider if you're struggling or having your strategies aren't working as well, and you have a quick system and you can be quick with entering and exiting trades. Now it takes time. There's a lot of risk. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to make a dime on it, but it's definitely worth checking out. And I have a link below with a couple sites to go check out for sources that you can start trading news around big events, small events, and go from there. So makes 247 to close out the week. Another profitable week this week. So I'm happy about that. I got a long way to go. If we get weeks like this going forward, I think it would get a lot easier. But who knows what's going to happen? We just got to trade what we see, make the best of it, and keep it tight, keep it chill, keep it positive. And I'll be back on Monday. You guys have a good night, good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe for new, like the video, share the video, and comment.